Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another video. I just want to give a brief synopsis on prayers for harm will backfire, and they will, and they can actually. So, usually, the intention behind revenge prayers, if you will, is it's usually fueled by anger, it's usually fueled by hurt, or even like a desire for justice. And while it might seem satisfying to wish ill, upon those who might have wronged us, you got to think like the energy of those type of prayers can have unexpected consequences, and the potential repercussions too of like directing those harmful prayers towards others. That's not to be taken lightly at all. um, like the energy that we put out into the universe through our intentions can typically have like a boomerang effect. In other words, like coming back to impact us in ways that we might not have foreseen, right? And how the energy of revenge prayers, like how those can backfire and how those can affect the initial sender, really um, is something to consider, like seriously consider. And whenever we harbor those, negative feelings and send out harmful intentions for whatever reason, we're essentially creating um, like negativity or like a negative cycle that can do more harm than good or perpetuate more harm than good, right? So I know some might argue that revenge prayers are justified in certain situations, and they probably are. But it's really important to, consider the implications, that come with those actions, you know, like the boomerang effect, like I said before, reciprocation, basically those things meaning the same thing. They ultimately come right back to you, or even karma. And it's almost similar to when, you have people that try to do harmful things physically, even to like innocent people, you know, and whether you care or whether you don't care, it's like you have to expect, like when you do that, you have to expect the same or even worse to happen to you as well, you know. And the worst part about something like that is that you don't know who it's going to come from, how it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And another thing to consider too is that it doesn't have to particularly uh, happen to you. God forbid, it could be a loved one, a friend, a close friend, or whatever. So it's just something to keep in mind, like when you do these things, like use wisdom before doing it. Now, if you don't care, then it's like, all right, whatever then. But just something to keep in mind. So the energy, that we put out in the universe, it definitely has a way to coming back to us. Whether if it could be minutes from now, an hour from now, a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, in this lifetime or in the next lifetime. God willing, we're still here. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, just know that the power of prayers, especially for harm, it might not always lead to the outcome that you want or like the desired outcome, right? So, just be mindful of the energy you put out in the universe. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I just want to give a brief synopsis on this. Prayers for harm will backfire, and I'll just leave it with this. And this is something that I mentioned the other day on one of my posts. You know, so whatever they prayed against you that was meant to harm you, I just pray that it'll boomerang, like I mentioned earlier, that it'll boomerang, backfire, reciprocate, back to them and destroy them. Whatever was sent out for your demise, whatever was sent out for your downfall, whatever was sent for your destruction, just know that the Most High Yah has turned it around for victory. You know, they plotted, they planned, they schemed, even prayed, but it did not prosper. So just, continue to watch your boomerang reciprocate and backfire onto them. Just wanted to end it with that. And I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to yet another video. Please hit the like button if you haven't when you first came in. I would appreciate it if you hit it on the way out. And as always, continue to stay safe, continue to stay hydrated, and monitor your health, especially in this heat. And continue to be blessed and encouraged. Y'all take care and have a good one.